Yo guys, and yo, so I don't know why I got this idea that to record myself talking like this, right? And just being real with you guys, talk about everything that happened. And because it's like, I don't know if I really need to get my thoughts cleared out because there's so much confusion, so much uncertainty, and like, I don't know. That's why I'm doing this right now. I wanted to write everything in my notebook. So I'm doing this, this setup. And I'm in the trial by fire. Doing the work, nothing in return, right? No immediate reward. No instant dopamine, let's say. And I think it's just a lot of things, right? I think so. So yeah. So I just want to document this moment in my life wherein I feel like something works but not fast enough that I expected it to. That because I'll give you some context. Because for the most of this year, I haven't been doing the work. And I will work 3, 4, 5 days, 2 weeks, and then I will hit a certain barrier in what I'm doing, and I immediately just go to what? So just scrolling and being a degen, doing things that I shouldn't do, and that messes up my patience. I'm not doing the work because it sucks. It's much more fun to just scroll, to feel like I'm working, just consuming content and feeling that I'm learning, feeling that I'm working, but in all honesty, it's just scope, right? And like right now, I've hit, let's say, the 11th hour wherein I need to earn. I need to, contribute to my family, and I need to prove myself to the people that I love, right? And of course, it's about proving to myself that I can achieve something. I can do the things that I said that I will. And I dropped out last December, and I actually have a client right there and then. So I am confident that I'm gonna achieve the the making my own money doing business. I have this confidence in myself to achieve anything that I want. I did it, right? And I worked for a month, for 3 months, then feeder actions came in. I comply, and then I will be on a rut, then feeling sick and disgusted by the behavior of the old self. So I'm gonna go try to continue working again. But again, I got to, like this is the graph. So it's like I will work for like 2 weeks, and then I will do less because I don't want to do it, and then I'm not gonna do it for over long amounts of time, and then I'm gonna try again, and it's like that. I don't know if you can see this, right? So yeah, it doesn't make sense, but yeah. So I don't know who's watching, by the way. I don't know if you're there or is anybody is watching. I'm just seeing the chat right now, but I just want to document this and write down all my thoughts. And yeah, let's just do this. By the way, guys, if you are... There you go. Yo, guys. I'm glad that you're there. Yo, Vlad, what's up? How are you? This is just, a conversation that I just want to talk with you guys. And just be real, that it's not... Because I've actually lost the motivation, man. Like that, first when I joined day 1 up to week 6, I'm strong and all, and now it's week 7 and the motivation's gone. Now it's actual work that I need to push through. It's discipline now. It's being able to do the work even if I don't want to. Okay, Vlad, I see. So, yeah. You're trying to learn English. That's good. You just need to, talk it out. And just try practicing it every single day. And that's also what I would want to do, is to improve my communication skills, be more articulate, and be more direct. And every word, because what I want is every word that comes from my mouth is impactful, have substance. And right now I'm still improving it, and I actually need to reflect back on everything that I'm saying, the analogies that I'm creating. And this also applies to, sales, to communication, as well as just being able to give my thoughts to you guys as clear as I can, as accurate as I'm thinking about it. And yeah. Yeah. that's about it, right? And it really is like I've hit a point wherein I know I must work. I know I must do the work because that's the only choice that I have. That's the only option. Because I've wasted so many months on not improving, not progressing, let's say. I'm gonna work, I'm not gonna work, then I'm gonna work a little bit, then I'm not gonna work. It's just I haven't hit that inflection point wherein there's a result, right? And I've got a result. I got a client. That's good. I close him, but it's not enough. It's still not a business. I need to make this recurring. I need to actually build a business. And after I close him, I actually after that call, when he said yes, he's willing to do it, I went to the restroom, I wash my face and feel all the emotions that something happened, that I get back from a rut that I'm really struggling to escape, and that there's someone that said yes again for me to provide value to them and to solve their problem. But then reality hits, when you're about to actually deliver the results that I've promised to them. How am I gonna do it? How will I do it with the expectations that they have, the expectation that I set? And how can I balance the outreach, the sales, the fulfillment, and actually being good at every single one of them? Here's that dilemma wherein I know I need to focus on the delivery because the product is, so important. If I don't bring in the results, it's nothing. But here again, if I don't bring in the appointments, it's nothing, right? So it's like this two things, the appointment flow and the fulfillment. So I need to do both, and figuring out how can I fit it in one day and so on, and I really got overwhelmed with everything. By the way, I'm gonna read what you're yeah. Yo, Mohammed, what's up? Yeah, I got a client, and because here's the thing, I'm gonna tell it to you guys. The problem that I found out is, by the way, my niche is resorts, private resorts. That's what they call here, but I think from other countries it's called villas, private stays, Airbnbs, and so on. So I've interviewed them, I did the niche immersion, and I found out that every one of them experience seasonality. Right now they are fully booked, but in those 3 to 4 months of the year, the lean months, they really struggle to get bookings. The discrepancy is so big, fully booked, and just 1 to 2 bookings per week. So it's not good. So every one of them experience it. It's so apparent and obvious. So how am I gonna solve this problem for them? So I did the critical information overload, right? And what I found out is that what they need isn't about marketing, isn't about database reactivation or nurturing. When I studied the category kings, those of the best, hoteliers, resort owners, property managers, concierge, the best of the best, the authors, and they don't even talk about marketing. They don't even talk about those technical things. You know what they talk about? They talk about people. They talk about relationships. they talk about investing in relationships with the people that are working for them and the people who is their customers. It's like a mindset shift, that. And to be honest, this is a first principle that every business should prioritize, right? It's not apparent, it's kind of intangible. People, how do you invest in people? How do you measure it up? What metrics are you looking, and so on. But the category kings just talks about hospitality, about people, how they treat their guests, and the golden rule is treat others how you would like to be treated. And I did a critical information overload, and I got this playbook that it's just, when the resort owners apply this one, they will solve seasonality. Of course, I will do the technical things, like what I said, but it's the number one priority that they nail the hospitality, that they nail the experience of the guest, so on. So it's like part hospitality and part marketing. So I'm doing both, and I'm struggling with the offer at the first time because I promised them peak season revenue in their slowest months, which means it's about 5 months from now. So it's not really a problem that they have right now. So it's a little bit, I'm still figuring it out. I get the client by cold calling, man. It's all in the live stream. It's all there. And, everything is on the Ethernet. The ether. And so where am I? So after I close the client, now I am in this fulfillment, dead zone, wherein I am obsessing about fulfillment, but at the same time not doing anything at all. Like, you get what I mean? That you're trying to solve it, but you are solving so many problems that you aren't moving the needle forward. So, I decided that I need to focus on the appointment flow and do the cold calls again, And I think that's it. I just need to put in the inputs, right? I just need to do the fulfillment, right? I just need to track everything, right? But here's the thing. Like, I know what I should be doing, but I really struggle to do it. Like, there's this, I don't know what barrier it is. Like, I'm sitting, but I'm just staring at my screen. I'm just staring at the screen, Look, opening tabs, closing it, opening tabs, saying my notes and everything. And then I'm gonna watch this resource video, and then I don't know what I'm saying, man. And yeah, I don't know. But how are you guys? Yeah, so good question. So here's the deal, right? So I promised them the additional revenue that they will get during those months. But at the same time, there is resorts that still struggle, even if not off season, For some resorts, there is that massive discrepancy on fully booked and no bookings at all. But for some, there are like 60% occupancy rate and then 80. So there is some things that I can do as well every single month for them. So by the way, what I close is I actually waive the setup fee and just go on pay on results. So starting by January, we're gonna do the paid ads and the nurturing process and so on. And then if I deliver the results in the initial month, right? And then I'm gonna make them follow the unreasonable hospitality playbook that I have. Because it's a lot of commitment for them to do that, to be honest. But that's what it takes to, I think, to be honest, I think I just need to clear things up in the onboarding or in the sales call itself. Because that's another thing. That's the other thing that I found out. That, after you sign a client, you have to fulfill it. There is an onboarding. There you need to set certain timelines, roadmap, expectations, and everything. So I also did that, but after everything that we've done. So the first client is a little bit of a mess on the expectations, but it is what it is. We're gonna adjust to the other clients that we will close. But yeah, so you talked about the whale, right? So that's the thing again. Yeah, that's a good point, man. So I landed to this prospect wherein they are doing 10 times of the revenue. They're doing 100K months, 120K peak season, right? And they're averaging about 60K. The lowest is 40K, 45, 50. So the independent resorts that I'm currently doing is like the max that they can do is, let's say, 7K, 8K. Or no. So 7K, 8K, 10K, but not necessarily, because the big whale that I told you guys, they have 5 branches, many villas in every branches and so on. They have like 60 staff. And I talked to the booking manager. And then after that, I actually need to talk to the marketing director, general manager. But they need a proposal. I don't have any proposal. And by the way, my thinking about that is that if I send something and then they see the company name, of course they're gonna do a background check. Of course they're gonna see who this is, right? And nothing has been done. So it's like, how can I pursue this? How can I move on? How can I make them convinced that they need to work with me? And like, I know the problems with their conversion. It's like, it's another limiting belief that I have. That, am I good enough for those luxury resorts? Can I actually deliver a result for them? And this is the thing. I know I can, but how can I convince them? There's this limiting belief that I have. And I didn't send a proposal. I haven't sent a proposal, man, right now. So that's the one thing that I also want to share to you guys. And like, I don't know. I'm just sharing things that is happening real time, day to day basis. It's not this every single day I will close a client, every single day I know exactly what to do, every single day that I have razor focus. It's not. Right? And like every single day I'm trying my best to, let's say, trying my best to put in the work, but it's still not enough. That's exactly why I wanted to document this, because I still feel lost. And to be honest, personally, like the problem is catching up externally. And like I am actually in need of generating income. And right now I don't have any because the first client is pay on results. I need to close a client, but then again, I need to nail the fulfillment that I'm gonna say. It's just everything. Yeah. By the way, guys, if you want to, Also, I just want to hear your, you know, I don't want to just share my life happenings, but also to learn what is happening in your side. Like, how are you doing with the program and so on. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, the first 6 weeks, I sacrificed everything. I did my 120%, and it's like it fades out. You know, the motivation fades out. Now it's the drive. It's the discipline that matters. Yeah, 12 hours. And like, man, the 12 hours is like the bare minimum now. You know the oscillatory life cycles that Charlie talks about in 2.4, where he said that the only way to get out of something that you cannot escape is to be aware of the limiting belief and then know exactly the opposite of it and then rewire your brain to believe it. And the best way to rewire it is through doing the actions. The secondly is, of course, doing visualizations and repeating it until it bleeds to your unconscious, right? Subconscious. So, what I did, by the way, is that I've now finished, I think I've finished the whole program in week 3. Like in the middle of week 3, I've finished the program. And so what remains is doing the work, doing the critical information overload. And even though like I don't have anything to deliver at all, what I did is I skipped everything and go straight to cold calling. So if you go back to the past live stream, that's what I did. So I started booking appointments. Then I need to learn how to do the sales call. Like, I'm not ready at all on doing those things. Now I close, now I need to fulfill. And now the problem is I'm doing everything all at once. I don't know if I'm overwhelmed or this is just business, This is the life that I voluntarily step into, By the way, guys, I really want to know what's your progress. And like, is there something that's bothering you right now? Is there anything that's been keeping you awake at night and so on? So yeah. So I have this problem in the business, and then the personal problems is catching up to me. Like, it's saying to me repeatedly, "Hey man, you need to show results. You need to give something, have something." And to be honest, I'm also for that because, I know that I need to bring results, but work is all about delaying gratification, and I think I went all in kind of late. So now even though I'm pushing, even though I'm doing the 110%, 120%, because of the past comfort that I have of past negotiation with myself and just not doing any work for the past months. Like, there's a lot of work that needs to do. I also realized that if you stop working, the work gets harder and harder if you escape it. So that's what's happening right now. Because I will work, and then I will not, then I will work again just a little bit, then I will not. So there is really nothing, And right now, I'm putting in the work. I'm doing 12 hours a day. And it's just, if I just did it, 3 months ago, I'm gonna be good now. But unfortunately, I cannot change the past. I just need to do it right now. And I'm doing everything that I can right now, but it's not enough. The frustration. Like, I just need to double it up again. And I'm also thinking about, there is some guys that says to me that maybe I'm burnt out, maybe I need rest, I need to take a break. But to be honest, I really don't know. But at the same time, I know if I stop, it doesn't really help me at all. And for me, the belief that I have is like I'm not even on that brink of a burnout, because I don't know. Let's see. I think I can say that I burned out after I did this for, let's say, 3 months, and then I will be justified to take a break. But right now, it's not on my plan. Yep. So I think this is the thing as well. When I signed that client, the bottleneck isn't about outbounds. The bottleneck isn't about closing deals. It's about fulfillment now. But at the same time, I cannot stop the outbound. So I have this, what should I do? What should I do? And as a result, I'm not doing anything at all. I'm not progressing to either one of them. But yeah, I think this is just part of it, right? we're looping the same thing again and again. And yeah, how about you? Amex, how are you? By the way, guys, I want to know your names, if you don't mind me asking. And yeah, so, and as well, like, let's see. And I also am finding myself, kinda slipping out on minor things. I said that I'm not gonna watch content from other YouTubers, from other gurus. But I did when I'm doing the fulfillment, when I'm learning more about the sales, the outreach from other guys. And I really find that, I closed the client for the first time because I just listened to one guy, which is Charlie Morgan, right? And I think I should just do that again. But I don't know yet. Yo, Max, you're about to do cold calls on Monday. Let's go. You're Farhan, what's up? So you live in Indonesia, target the US market or locally? So I just want to know, what is your niche? Because there is some niche that works fine, let's say, even locally. So for me, I'm actually okay with working locally with my niche, the resorts, the villas. So I don't know what's your niche. So cold calling, huh? So in the cold calling part, I think, by the way, guys, if anyone is listening right now and haven't been chatting, say hi. I just want to know who is watching and who is, by the way, not watching, but hanging out with me. Yo, Vlad, yeah, we can do that. Let's set up a time in Discord and let's just talk. And talk about how are you doing with what's happening in your niche. Have you done all the research? Have you found out the problem? And man, like, yeah, I'm excited, man. So in cold calling, I have this one thing in cold calling. You will never be ready, man. And I am not ready when I cold call, to be honest. You will never be ready, so just dial the inputs. That's it. It's really, of course, it's hard mentally, man. You know, in the first day that I said that I'm gonna cold call on stream, actually booking appointments, it took me 8 hours before I dial. You know, I'm fixing stuff, I'm fixing the outreach, but it took me 8 hours to put in the first dial because I'm so scared, like typing it down. I'm having so much emotion, but after the 15 calls, I think yeah, you can add me on Discord, man. I'll just add me on Discord, no worries. So, you know, that in order to pass that fear of cold calling, you just have to do 15 calls. And you know, my buddy Rahul, my accountability partner in Imperium Academy, we are in talk. We are in talks daily. We do calls daily to catch up. And actually, right now, like at 10:30, we'll have a call, and you'll be there listening to us as well. So what he said to me when I didn't close the first one. By the way, I also have this experience that my first call lasts for about 4.5 hours. It's so long, man. It's so long. Wait. Like my first call went to about 2 p.m. up until like 4:35, 6:40, I think. So it's really long. And I didn't close the guy. So, you know, by the way, if you haven't joined, there you go. Yeah, I will add you, man. Yeah, I'll add you right now. I'm gonna add you right now. Give me a moment. Yep. Yo. Yeah. So, I will talk about that, the first sales call. But what Rahul said to me is that allow yourself to go and fail. And that really hit me. Because for years, and you know, like this is the main reason why I am not doing the cold calls for like months. Because I am afraid to be rejected. I'm afraid what will happen if I actually book an appointment and so on. But that's what it takes, you know, that's the price of doing this. And we have to accept it, that we're gonna fail in some other cases. But the only way for us to win is to do the reps. Yep, that's true, Max. And yeah. I think it's about, I don't know, it's the same age as me. 23? Yo, by the way, guys, let's do a poll. Let's start. Yo. Oh, shit. Is that working? How does the Q&A work? Like, how are you able to ask me questions? Yeah, just type in your questions if you have questions. I am just trying things out. Yeah, man, I'm reading the chat. I'm yapping, but at the same time, I'm reading the chat. So, yeah. So, yeah. And what else? Like, You know, I've set upon myself that I made it by December. You know, at the beginning of the year, that I said to myself that by December I'm hitting 10K a month. I'm hitting that goal. I'm serving 30 resort clients and so on. And it's like dawned to me that I haven't done that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just yapping, you know? I just need to do the work. And so how does this Q&A work? What the? Why are you so good looking? That's not good, man. Don't ask that questions. That kind of questions. So, let's talk about, the experience with IA. Let's go about that. My experience with the IA, the Imperium Academy, I've been going through it this month. I am finishing the week 7. To be honest, I will reach my goal. That's for sure, man. I don't know, but for sure I'm gonna hit 10K a month next year. It's a matter of what month it is. But right now, the most apparent thing that I need to do is to close and to actually earn. I am in need of money. You know what I'm feeling, right? And I cannot. Yo, Raul, what's up? What's up, bro? We'll do the call later, 10:30, right? Yeah, so I'm just having a conversation with you guys. You should not set money goals. But man, personally, I need money. And I know what you're talking about, that, when doing business, I shouldn't be focused on the money. And I know that principle. But right now, I don't have any. I don't have any reserves. My reserves are spent on the whole year. So it's gone right now. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you're definitely right. So that's why I'm doing this grind, 120 cold calls every single day until December 30, and I'm gonna close 5 clients. That's still happening. Let's go, roll. Let's talk about it later. So yeah, the shy guy. I'm actually desperate. And I'm not even ashamed to tell you that, because I've wasted months, procrastinating. I've wasted months oscillating. And I am in dire need of money. So it's balancing things out. So I know what you're talking about. Futurels. I don't know if that's your name. But I actually get your point that I shouldn't look about the money. And of course, that I should just look at the value that I'm providing. Of course. Yes, you're right. But at the same time, personally, I have this thing that I need to appease. It's not, by the way, it's not wants. It's needs. It's actual needs. So, yeah, that's happening as well. So, this is why I am doing this in the first place. I'm doing my best right now. I'm putting in every single day on focusing on one thing, which is on the business. I've sacrificed everything, but I'm kind of late. That if I just did this 2 months before I started, from that day I started, I'm gonna be in a good position right now. That I'm not gonna have this problem. But, I cannot change the past. It's already been done. All I can do is to concern myself with what I can control right now. So, I'm just sharing things out. Sharing things, what is happening, and so on. looking for jobs to have some sort of passive income stream. You cannot actually have a passive income stream, to be honest. If you want to earn big, you cannot have it passively. You need to work on that thing. Like, you need to obsess with it, like I am doing with the business, with providing value. So it's like it's messing my momentum up, because to be honest, if I don't have money problems right now, if I have reserve in the bank, because I've actually spent it all, like the Christmas is coming. You get what I mean. So, by the way, it's not for me. It's about giving to others. So it's not about me that I'm receiving. I'm spending it on my own. I want to spend it to other people that I love, that I care about. But right now, I don't have any. At the same time, you get what I mean. It's just life. Yeah. So my family, my parents, when I told them, that in the perspective that I'm just gonna go back to uni if this doesn't work, or like I didn't see this as like my main thing, but I actually made it clear to them that like it's so low that I'm gonna go back to university, because for the past 6 weeks I've learned so much about doing business, about how to do it in real world, how to actually close a client. And to be honest, I don't see myself in that traditional path, because I actually took computer science. So I actually am, on track to earning big. But I don't like that. And I don't see myself earning $20 million, exiting and doing it in like 5 years, in like 10 years, right? So it's not necessarily a path that is conducive to what I want. So yeah. So any questions? Did you do the question thing? I don't know. I'm just hanging out with you guys. So I'm just hanging out, and like I'm clearing all my thoughts. I'm clearing everything. By the way, just add me on Discord, man. For those guys that want to talk more about this, like I'm open for you guys. No, they aren't against it. They are actually supporting me. I'm still living at my home. I'm still eating. But here's the thing, like I don't want to ask for their money. Like I cannot bring myself to do that. And every time that I'm doing it, it feels wrong. Because I've been freeloading for a year, and still, next year will come. I wanted to be independent in some way, or not independent, but I want to give back to my parents. I want to give back to the people that I love, and just having that security that something is working. Yeah. So yep. Any questions, guys? Because what I wanted to do is to lock in later, to write everything, my thoughts, my plans, my goals, like, because there is so much that is in my head that isn't, that keeps repeating the same thing again and again, that keeps looking, and it's not helping me doing the work. Yeah, you're right, Max. You're right. yeah. By the way, the shy guy. Yeah. If you have something to do, I'll see you tomorrow. So, what other things that I wanted to talk about? Yeah. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate this. And see you tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. It's Sunday. See you on Monday. And yeah. Yeah, see you soon. So, for those guys that are still there, what are you guys on? Like, what are you doing right now? Like, this is my journal. Let's see. No? What are you saying, Futurals? Niels G? What is that? Let me see that. What are you saying? Let me take a look at that. Let's see. By the way, guys, for those guys that is still there, okay, you're staying. I'll check your page. Well, News G, what do you say about your post? I don't get it. See my post. But yeah, guys. So right now, what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna map out my limiting belief again. And to be honest, like, talking to you guys is actually good, because I am putting my thoughts out. It's not storing in my brain. It's not like, RAM, random access memory in computers. If it loads too much cache, I don't know if you know this, but it's in computer terms. And if you store too much, if you run too much info or data on that RAM, you will not function properly. So it's like, what I'm doing right now. And at the same time, like, I have so much resistance in doing the work. I don't know if this is just it, like, I just have to push through it. What Charlie talks about in Trial by Fire. The old self will say everything to stop you on your tracks. And we just have to push through it. We work, we persist. And yeah. Yo, look, man, what's up? How are you doing, man? By the way, guys, if you're still there and you haven't dropped your progress, I want to know all you guys progress. And like, what are your goals for next year? Where do you see yourself? And by the way, some dude asked me, I don't know if that's one of you guys. someone asked me, like, when will I join the easy grow? When will I avail that? And then I responded back that it's not really in my, number 10 priority. Like, my top 10 priority is not even on that list. Because, like, that's not the bottleneck that I have. It's outcome. It's not the inputs. I need to focus on the inputs. Right now, I need to close clients, I need to book appointments, and I need to have something that I can fulfill that will not take too much of my time, and I need to set clear expectations and so on. So it's like, you get what I mean. That's a good look, man. And I think, let's do business. Business. What do I fundamentally believe about business? I think business is hard, to be honest. I see it as hard. Business, I truly believe that business, like, it's meant for me, to be honest. I'm thinking about that. Let's see. Let's focus on the limiting belief about business. By the way, guys, I also want to know your beliefs about this, So businesses, I think business is too broad. Let's do about outreach, sales, and fulfillment, and myself, right? In outreach, I fundamentally believe that outreach is a good thing. Like, cold calling gives you instant feedback on what you need to work on. So for me, it's like, it's good for me. And I actually rewire my belief on doing outreach. And in sales, this one is like the key. Like, I'm kind of having doubts. If I'm doing the right thing. I don't know what is that principle wherein the more you know about the information, the more doubtful you are that you are doing the right thing. I don't know what concept is that. Is that, people who know so little about that concept will act like they know everything. But those guys that learn everything about that will be so humble, and that they realize that they haven't scratched the surface, And it's like, every time I'm learning sales, every time I'm learning the objection handling, the framing, the reframing, it's like, there's a lot of things to do. And it's like that doubt. At the same time, it's like it comes down to the product. And to be honest, I think this is the one thing that I really, really, really struggle right now. Like, I cannot have the confidence with the product because it's not yet proven. Or no, I have this critical information, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, I haven't done it yet. I haven't applied it yet to a real business. It's still theory right now. So I need to test things out to a real client. And like, so I cannot have that great conviction with the product, but I can have the conviction in knowing how to solve it in myself, to figure it out and so on. And I'm having this, by the way, guys, this is the real problem that I have, which is, I don't think that I figured it out on the fulfillment. I have this playbook on hospitality, but I haven't done the research on paid ads, on what is the conversion rate optimization part, on how to do everything else. So, it's been keeping me looping back. So, yeah. So, my service that I'm offering, it is, how to solve their problem. It's gonna be marketing, like the technical things I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be a consulting done with you for the hospitality side. So, you know, I think I just need to have the balls to, to fail. I need to have that. By the way, I am in call right now with Rahul. I'm on a Zoom meeting, so you'll be hearing both of us talk, and you'll be hearing his audio as well. Yo, man, what's up? Yo, hello. Yo, Farhan, what's up? You said that Security Operations Center as a service. Wait. Wait. By the way, I'm in a call with Rahul. wait, Rahul. I'm figuring out how to fix the audio. Can you speak now, Rahul? Hello?
Hello?
There you go. Is it okay to you if I open your audio on stream?
Yeah, sure, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna be hearing our conversation. Wait, this will be great. Can you speak
Okay.
again? Hello?
Okay, yeah. Hi, guys. This is Rahul. I
Yeah.
am. Okay, man. So I'll directly come to the updates. Today, as per the plan, I hit 30 calls, but you know what happened? I booked around 3 to 4 meetings in these 30 calls.
How may
So
pick
I
up?
did not proceed. The pickup was 15 pickups, and decision makers were around 6.
Okay.
So I managed to book in, 3 confirmed meetings, and one is on the WhatsApp follow-up.
Damn. So how are you feeling, man? Like you're putting in the
Yeah,
inputs.
man, I'm feeling the momentum coming back because there was a slump last week, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, today was good and didn't hit the 120 calls mark because for some obvious reasons. But yeah, it's improvement. Improvement progress is still on.
By the way, guys, on stream, are you hearing Rahul? Sorry, man. Like I'm still figuring this out. But yeah. So that's good. And for me, I think I did 25 calls.
25 calls?
Yeah. Like I'm fixing the systems in the morning and the afternoon, and then I started calling around 2 p.m. and then I stopped, and
Okay.
like I said, like I'm having all these thoughts in my head, like, and but by the way, I booked one appointment still, and I think I nailed the positioning, to be honest. Like I nailed the positioning on the outreach script because they want me to talk to them now, you know? Because what I'm doing, by the way, is that I'm saying that before the end of the year, my company my friend wants me to talk to the owner before I let other resort owners work with me, you know, and it's working.
Okay.
So because they're having like, oh, so we are important. Your friend have saw something in their resort, so that it gives them incentive to book a call and so on. And so the thing that I'm thinking right now is that, yeah, I think I got through the slump, still, I've passed through that because I am on track to just doing the reps by Monday. Because what I found out, man, is that the optimizing systems will never be done. I cannot, I cannot,
Man,
you know.
that's an ongoing process. Even today I was getting a lot of internal resistance because, as I told you, I don't have a fixed spot to cold call, right? I have to switch places due to the network error and
Yeah,
stuff.
how are you doing that? Like,
Yeah,
is
so
it
today
okay?
what I did was just a second. Yeah, so today I made everyone in my house bedroom go out to the other room, and I logged in for like 2 hours
Mm,
straight because I knew the guests were coming, so I have to complete this target anyhow.
I see.
And yeah, man, so like there's no proper room to do cold calling right now, but I'm managing. Even my dad told today that you need to create a system because you cannot stay this unpredictable. Like you have to find a proper place and do it. The car is doing cold calls in the car is not predictable because my family has to go uh, sometimes in the week, so it is not consistent.
Hmm.
So man, yeah, the target is set. 5 clients by before December,
Yeah.
hiring one employee and getting shifting to an office. That's the plan for me, and that is why I was pumped up today.
Yeah, and you did book good. Like, when you book appointment, it's actually good. Like, it felt that you are doing the right thing because you are hitting a pain point that you can solve for them. So it's like you're creating the opportunity for yourself. And for me, that's also what I have experienced like earlier, that when I booked that appointment, like I'm good to go. Like I am done with the psychological barrier that I have for
And
like
as
the
I
past
as I told
days.
you earlier, as well, we just need to focus on the appointments. We don't have to focus on the outcomes, right? We just have to focus on getting as many appointments as possible in the scope of 14 days. Like for you, it is 25 to 30 appointments, right?
Yeah.
And you need to hit that, man, because that is the minimum requirement to get 5 clients.
Yeah, so well, the thing about this is that for every week we have to close two clients. So,
Yeah.
two clients, and then the last 29, 30, 31, we should sign another one there. So it's a total of 5 clients. And I think, to be honest, it's possible. And we just have to allow ourselves to, you know, to not be streamlined of everything. Like we need to allow ourselves to not obsess with perfecting every systems. And to be honest, that's my one limiting belief. I don't know, like it's not helping me at all. I need to adjust my behavior, like my
Man, just go out and collect no's. I am,
yeah, that's
you
good.
know,
Go out and
I
collect
was
no's.
so today I was in the mentality of getting as many rejections as possible. So when I set up that expectations in my mind, I was enjoying the process. It was very fun to me.
There's the thing. What I did is I listened to music for every single break. No, no, for every single space in between calls. So I'm actually enjoying the call calls in doing that. So
Mm.
because man, the prrrt, 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 it really is not good. So what I did is just blast my music during that part. And then
Okay.
and I mute myself on the call. If they pick up, I'm gonna unmute and then I'm gonna pause the music. So it's like I'm in a good mood to do that. Like, because man, in the the couple hundred that I did in the first time,
Mm.
like I didn't book in for like the first 60 dials, right? And it's
Okay.
really, you know, you cannot have the same level of energy in the in every dial when you have those no's. So I did curate a certain system wherein I am enjoying the work and still high energy. So like I am bopping my head, I am singing. So when they pick up, I'm gonna do my script, I'm gonna hear them and so on. So it's kinda good. And yeah.
Yeah, man. So like, we have only one rest day tomorrow, and
Yeah.
we need to get back. We have. I am literally calling it a blood bath challenge for 14 days because I know I have to be. I have to enjoy, embrace pain for next 14 days.
And to be honest, man, it's not just pain. The thing that we need to adjust as well, for me, to be honest, is that I need to be okay with everything not going fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the main thing that stopped me from, progressing at all. Is that I must fix this thing first. That's what happened this week, man. Like, I need to fix this system first, and so on. So, the appointment stopped, right? The appointment flow stopped. So, I think it's all about that. Just being fine with not everything is doing good. Because if we just did the inputs, we will hit it no matter what. So, like, in any way, even though our systems is not good, is not, great right now, we can still close that 5 clients. And that's all that matters right now. Because if we did, like, the next year will be, like we talked about, we'll be set on achieving our goals. So yeah, the next thing will be what are your bottlenecks, feeder actions, because I have I have something to share to you that on that.
Okay.
How how
Go
about
on,
you,
man.
man?
Go on.
Oh yeah.
I'm listening. Go on.
So for me, one thing, man, like I've been sleeping up on waking up on time.
Okay.
Like for the past 2 days, like it's on my tracker. Like I haven't woke up at like 6:30 for the past 2 days. Wait, I'll double check. I don't think it's 2 days. I think it's 3 days. Wait. So that's one thing. So I think there's something that is going on with that, and that is because I am, sleeping late. Like I am sleeping at 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m. So even if I wake up at 6 a.m., it's not gonna be good. So it's like my
What?
body
Are
needs
you
to,
sleeping at? You're sleeping at 4 a.m.
yeah, those like, I did that for like 3 days, like 2 a.m., 4
Man,
a.m.
that's a big feeder action that you need to stop, man. Like,
Yeah,
sleep
like
is the number
I'm
one
still
thing that
doing
you
the
need.
work, right? I'm not doing any feeder action, but that itself is a feeder action
That
because
is a
I'm not.
meta feeder
Yeah.
action.
So I'm just taking note of it right now. So I'm taking a look at it. Yeah. So Friday and Saturday, just yesterday and the last day, the Friday and Saturday. So yesterday and today. Or no. It's no, it's Thursday. Yeah. I'm not I'm not hitting a good
Now, are
sleep.
you live on YouTube right now? I got a notification. Franz is live.
Yeah. You're on YouTube, like
Okay, you're streaming right now.
Yeah, like our talk is, it's being broadcast. So,
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah. It's just a remembrance that we will have, let's say,
Yeah.
when we hit that goal very,
After
very soon.
after we meet in the high ticket heaven, like
Yeah, high
one
ticket
day later.
heaven. We're gonna hit that. So
Yeah,
that's the
man,
feeder action, as well as, man, this is the big thing. I installed the Instagram because
Oi,
I created the France Bresh official, right? Yesterday.
okay.
And then after the break, you know, I unintentionally, I don't know, unintentionally, like, you know, see updates on the people that I follow. So it's not good,
Okay.
to be honest. Like, I don't like that at all. And I'm just being honest and transparent with you on, like, I need to actually be aware on this thing. And as well as that, not doing the inputs. Like, that's still the main thing that I'm not doing. Like, I said that I'm gonna do 120. I just did 25, and it's not good.
Okay.
So, like, I need to set in stone exactly that I'm gonna do this no matter what. So,
Man, see,
yeah.
I'll give you one thing here. I have an internal resistance, man. Like we are planning to do 120 calls for 14 days. That's the plan. I set out today to do 120, but after 30 calls, I booked up like 3 appointments. So that was a resistance for me to stop. I kind of got in the comfort zone. So what we need to do is like if we are setting a target of 120 by
Hmm.
hook or by crook, we need to complete that target every single day for 14 days. No matter how many appointments we book.
Yeah, that's the
Uh,
thing. Like,
yeah.
I, so, like, because if we don't hit the inputs, because that's the one thing that matters. If we don't do that, it's gonna be less likely that we hit our goal. So, I totally get what you mean. So we just need to put in. So for me, it's about, 120 calls. It's about 8 hours minimum.
Okay.
So it will take me about, mm, wait, I'll calculate it. Three and a half, 330, 7. Okay, it will take me about 7:30 up to 4:30. Or no,
Okay.
no, up to 5. Yeah, it's about up to 5. Because three and a half, then three and a half, and then a 1 hour. A total of 8 hours. Yeah. I think it's doable, to be honest. Because it's just.
So for me, bro, like completing 120 calls is if I do it in a very focused work block, it will take me around, let's say, 6.5 to 7 hours if I do it continuously without fail. So I'm planning to, dedicate that amount of time every single day. But I need to find a location first because the problem right now is I don't have a proper location to cold call because there are network issues in the area.
Mm.
So it is 7 hours for me. And just walk me through what happened today. Like after you woke up, why did not you complete the target today? What was your
Yeah, I'll check my. Because, I have this 100 units of time. Like, I'm taking actual notes on every thought that I have. So I wake up
okay?
at. First alarm 6:30. I woke up at like 8:13. Like, I also, like, take note of it. Like, I need to fix my sleeping time. And then, wrong move, man. I did update my MacBook. It took like
Okay.
45 minutes and it wasted my whole, you know? So, it's not good. So, it's a wrong move that I updated it. And
By the way, Franz, what model are you using of the MacBook?
Yeah, it's the M1, uh, just the M1 MacBook Pro.
Guess mine.
It's MacBook Air, right?
Damn, that's a good
Right?
guess. Yeah, slow as
And
hell.
yeah. And I'm like, I'm streaming and everything is laggy when I'm booking appointments and recording.
Okay.
So
We need
yeah.
to first upgrade our devices, man. Like, especially for me.
So I think I just fixed systems in the morning and the afternoon, and then started calling at around 2. Then yeah,
Okay.
that's about it, I think. And then you know, and like I said, man, like I just need to put in the reps, even though it sucks, even though it is crappy. Like I need to get rid
Okay.
of this perfectionism that I have, that I need to fix. Because I said it to you for the past days that I need to fix this, I need to fix this, but it's not working because I haven't booking appointments. So yeah.
Bro, like, what system are you talking about exactly? What aspect of the business system are you building? Like, delivery, appointment setting. What system?
The sales and the fulfillment aspect, man. So like
Okay.
that's the big thing, like the approaches, the positioning, and so on. Because that's the main thing that I am worrying about when I am booking the appointments. Like what exactly will I say to them? What exactly is the timeline and so on. And you know, but to be honest, you're right. I just need to do one thing and focus on it, which is outbound. What I need to do is just figure it out on the call itself. Because in the metrics that we have, we will hit that, we will hit that goal and we will still close even though we haven't dialed in all the systems. So it's
So
gonna
I'll give
be,
you an example
yeah.
today. I'll give you what happened. Like, I dialed for like 15 calls, but there was no appointments booked till then. So I decided to just go with the flow and expected to, not book any appointments today. So I kept on dialing, and there was a time where I got three appointments back to back, like consecutively.
Yeah,
So
that's
it
happened, right?
so I understood the volume. It matters. Like, you have
Yeah,
to do it
you
with
understand
a
it,
lot of
right?
volume.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is a good experience, man. Like, there can be a time where you can get 10 no's, but after 10th or 11th call, there might be a time where you can get four sales continuously. So that's a good learning today.
Yeah. So like my other day, I did 100 calls and like I booked the call in like 60-second dial, you know.
Mhm.
So it's like 60 calls said no or like, didn't have bookings and I just need to put in the reps and like the next two I did book another one and another follow up. I did book that as well. And I think that's it. Like for those guys that is listening, like this is the boring stuff that no one is talking about. These learnings. So yeah, how about you, man? Any bottlenecks, any feeder actions before we wrap this up?
Feeder actions. Feeder actions is like, man, getting updated on the warlike situation which is gonna happen in India. So that is kind of geopolitical feeder action that I'm gonna feed, that I was feeding, but
Like
it was less.
how many minutes or hours are you like spending it like specific
Around 15,
tangible?
15, 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes.
That's okay, man. Like you can give
Yeah.
yourself 20 minutes
Yeah,
to be
and
aware of.
and that too, when I go for a walk, I scroll that
Mm.
I scroll that. news, on articles. I don't watch content, but I do prefer reading articles. So that's what is having a negative impact somehow. But yeah, as of such, man, that is only the negative feeder action because my sleep time is, uh, sleep is going good. And yeah, man, we are doing no other actions rather than doing the work itself. But that's the only one feeder action that I can talk about, which is negative.
Mm, I see. Um, how about bottlenecks, man?
Bottlenecks, there are too many bottlenecks, but instead of, just accepting that even if you have bottlenecks, you cannot figure it out all in one day. You have to, keep figuring out while doing the outbounds.
Yeah.
So that is what I am planning to do from Monday itself, because Monday is gonna be like, today was 30, Monday can be 100, can be 70, can be 120, but it is gonna be definitely more than 30 on Monday. Like, I cannot promise you that I will do 120, but it is definitely going to be more than 30 on Monday as well.
You cannot say that more than 20, more than just 30 if we were hitting the 120. You can do a baseline, man.
That's a
So,
baseline, bro. That's a baseline. Like 30 minimum.
no, because the goal is 120. So if our baseline is just 30, then we're just gonna cope. So if you can up it, you know, because for me,
Because man,
I'm gonna be the
uh,
in baseline 100 calls if I
because
don't
what
hit.
is happening, man, like we decided to start this protocol around 3 days ago, right?
Yeah.
But since 3 days we are coping. Like, not about you, I'm not sure about you, but I somehow was coping. But I did had some practical reasoning behind the cope of not having a proper location.
Practical cope. That's a good.
That's a practical, reasonable cope
Practical
to the
cope.
cope. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rational coping.
Rational coping. Yeah, we have this limiting belief, man. Like we have to reward those things. But for me, it's non-negotiable because right now I realize that it doesn't matter if I don't have the fulfillment in place. All I have to do is to lock in the inputs. And yeah, I think that's it. Like to be honest, like I'm doing this stream and just saying all my thoughts. But it doesn't really matter if I don't put in the inputs, you
So
know?
what are how many guys are actually is anyone watching right now?
Yeah, there's many. I don't know how many is watching, but there are actually guys that is listening right now.
Okay.
I don't know. Like they're
People are listening to my apps. I am
yeah.
yapping since last 15 minutes. But anyway, bro, I wish everyone success, man, because I have been through a stage where I was constantly self-sabotaging, and I cannot even think of anyone going through that phase, because self-sabotage is the most destructive phase of life, man. Like, I have been through that stage at least for 1 year.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
good
not
we are
good.
consistent. It's good we are consistent and sustaining the progression.
Yeah,
That
I
we are.
think that's just it, man. Like this is what it's all about. It's about that being consistent even though you're not seeing the results as real time as it is. Just sticking to it. Like that's the thing. Just sticking to that and not doing the destructive feeder action. And I think that's just, you know, this is the life that we enroll ourselves into. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, man. So what's the plan for
Okay.
Monday? Tomorrow we have a group accountability meeting. I have posted a message in the group. Uh, I wish that every 16 warriors show up in the meeting because I really want everyone to be present tomorrow and just share everyone's progress and what bottlenecks they are facing. Tomorrow we
Yeah.
are anyway seeing at 6 p.m. But what about the Monday? What is the plan for Monday?
By the way, the call, you know, if you can, if we can set it like 30 minutes, uh, you know, earlier, I think that would be better. What do you think?
Man, I'm not sure about that because like that is the time 6 p.m. IST is the time which I have brainstormed it because it is convenient for everyone. Apart from Jacob because Jacob has to attend the call at 3 a.m. in the morning. But apart from him, everyone is comfortable with that time. So I cannot. I have to first check, man, like what time we can
Okay.
do. But
Yeah, I think we just plan it in the call itself. So the
yeah,
plan, because I'm doing it after this call. So us, what we did. By the way, you start, man. What is the plan for you?
uh, for Monday.
No, for the whole week. For Monday
Okay,
as well.
so let's divide it, man. Like, if you're aiming for 5 clients, right? For the next week, we need to anyhow sign 2 clients because if we don't do that, we won't get to the 5 client mark in 14 days. So 2 clients is minimum. Now, for achieving those 2 clients, we need to dial in the volume. The volume that we decided to do is 120 calls a day. That is a lot, but yeah, man, like that is my main focus every day for the next week is to be hitting the target because I've already got 2 meetings on Monday. So I have to keep in mind many things, like I have to decide what location I will be during the cold calls and when I'll come back to do the meeting again. So I have 2 meetings booked on Monday.
So what are your plan by then?
So what I have decided is, man, like I'll pick up a slot on Monday. I have a meeting at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. So the time between that, I'll do the cold calling, like 6 hours, and I'll finish the target between that for Monday.
Yeah, I have
And
the
tomorrow I
appointment as
have,
well in
yeah,
4 p.m. Yeah.
yeah. And tomorrow also I have an appointment on Sunday because, you know, like we need clients right now, so we need to work on Sundays as well. But yeah, I have a meeting tomorrow as well. So let's see how it goes.
By the way, do you have a follow-up system now or no? Like when if they
Yeah,
don't show up?
so what I am doing during the call right now is I have, made a change. Like I have been focusing more on the scheduling side of the script. So what I'm doing is immediately after the call, when they say yes, I instantly message them. I don't delay it after the cold calling process, which is after an hour or two. I instantly remind them and ask them whether if they have received the message or not. So they are confirming the time and they are scheduling the meeting. And
Hmm.
tomorrow what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna send them a gentle reminder that we have a meeting on Monday. So don't forget it. So tomorrow I'll be sending them a message as a follow up.
No, 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 no.
And
What I'm saying is about when they don't show up.
okay, when they don't show up, yeah, man. So I'll use the the trifecta strategy: voice, voice note, call, and text. And even if they don't show up, that's not in my hand, man. Like they're not interested then. So whatever is in my control, I'll do that. Like until and unless the prospect tells me to fuck off, I'll just keep following up. So that is my strategy
So my
because
plan is to do 5 touch points if they don't show up. So I'm gonna manually do it, but yeah, I think I'm gonna do that as well. And yeah. And do you have any? Because are you good with doing the load for the next week? Is there any personal errands that you need to do or no?
Personal errands? I didn't hear you, bro. Can you pardon it?
Yeah, like any other personal stuff that will take your time or none.
Personal time, no man. Like I have, I am sacrificing every single thing. Like I'm sacrificing the gym for 14 days. I'm sacrificing all the social media like we are already doing. So there's nothing that can stop me apart from if some wedding functions comes. That is the only thing. Because currently it's in India, it's a wedding season. So I have to attend that. If but for next week there is no such plan. But yeah, that's the only thing that can stop me. Apart from that, it's my own internal resistance about building the service delivery system because I haven't not yet learned the automations and AI side of the service delivery. So that might be a thing which might be pulling me down. But I'm actually aware of it right now. I'm
That's
actually aware of it
yeah.
right. So when
I
when that thought comes in, I'll just start doing outbound.
that's the thing that I am actually haven't fixed as well. Like it's done, but not yet done. Like it, I need to actually tweak it. Like let's say we signed, two clients. It will actually affect, you know, the next few days for the onboarding, for those stuff,
Yeah.
and I think what we need to do to lock in this dials is to focus on that first before we do any fulfillment, man. I think that's the only way to do this. So that's the rule. Like we cannot do outbound. No, we cannot do fulfillment service delivery if we haven't hit the inputs that we put ourselves in.
For me to lock in for the next week is to, fix a location first that I can go and consistently dial on every single day. So I am going to brainstorm it tomorrow on Sunday. Like I need to find a location where I can, just go and cold call properly without having disturbance. Because in home, what happens is you don't get that proper environment. People come in, people ring in the bell, and that is what is, man, actually, to be very honest, that is what is motivating me to sign up 5 clients and get an office as soon as possible. Like that is what today motivated me, to be very honest.
And for me,
So,
if I'm being
hmm,
honest, it's just having. Uh, I think for me, it's just having security. I think that I have something in place. You know, that something is working, and to be honest, that's enough. It's a lot that.
proof of concept.
Yeah, as well as like I am doing the right thing. It's just if we did this, we know that this actually is good. We're on the right path. And this just shows that if we just put in the inputs, we will hit it. And yeah, I think that's it, man. So the plan is focus on the inputs. Don't worry about the fulfillment for now. We're gonna figure it out next year. I think that's it. Like,
Yeah, man, let's wrap up the call because it's the meeting is gonna end in less than 1 minute. We are on a Zoom free 45-minute call.
that's gonna be the reward after we close deals. But yeah,
Yeah, man.
man. I think that's it.
That's
I'll
it, bro.
continue doing reflection, but that's about it. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bro. Cheers. Bye.
Cheers.
Peace.
Bye. Now we're done. Hello, guys. I'm back. I'm back, by the way. So, I see. Twisted Toes. What's up, man? So, are you doing the outbound calls right now? Yeah, you should start doing cold calls now, man. But yeah, I think, you know, like doing this every single day. Yeah, Paul. Thanks for that. Um, yeah, I really don't need to ruin my sleep. So, if you check the site, by the way, Paul, it's now good. It's now good to go, but it's in the sacrifice of my sleep. So, by the way, so 5 clients, this is the numbers, guys. So, 5 clients is 665 calls with around 2% booking rate, 50% show up, and 30% close rate. So it's like the close rate is actually the key. Like it's actually a lot. Like it's higher than the average. Mm. So yeah, so 1665. It's a lot, but like to get one client, it just takes us 333 calls. So we just need to put in the inputs. And there is doubts in the fulfillment in how we will do the sales call, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter right now if we're not booking appointments. We cannot fix you know, what's not running. So yeah. Let's see. So I'm just figuring out the scheduling because I need to put in 8 hours for. It's a lot. And to be honest, the 8 hours is actually too much. If I just need, you know, just 2, 3 appointments. Yeah, man. Like the cold calling will make you understand everything. Most of all, it will, you will experience many, many rejections. But it doesn't matter. Like, it teaches you how to dial and the next and have the same energy as you did in the first. Yeah, man. You can, to be honest. Like, send me a message on Discord and then I will see your school profile. Then I will look at it. But yeah, like, we just wanted, to have this community na of action takers. Because a lot of guys, it's just pure talk on week 1, week 2. But it doesn't matter if we're not booking appointments. So yeah. I think I'm gonna end the stream. Let's do it 12 a.m. So around 34 minutes from now. So while I think I'm gonna do the weekly reflection right now. And also the daily tracking system. Let's see. But okay, guys, is there anything that you want to talk about? You know, anything that you want to raise? Anything that's bothering you? And I think I need to end the stream so that, you know, because I don't need to stream this out because I'm not gonna talk. So anything that you want to say, any questions, and so on. So, I'm seeing the questions, by the way, right now. So, what do you think of the new Imperium VP Imperium programs? I don't even have an opinion about that because I don't have any resources to invest anything at all. That's the worst, you know? Like, I cannot even think about having the option because I don't have the means to do that, even though it's low ticket. So I need to focus on this, closing these 5 clients before before I hop in before the end of the year. So what do you do on Sunday? So we go to the church and we spend the whole day there because my family is have ministries and so on. And yeah, like Sunday is church day. So did you made any money so far? I haven't. Like, I've waived the setup fee and I'm doing pay on results. And that's about to happen by January, not this December. So it's kinda, yeah. I think that's it. I think I'm gonna end the stream now. So final notes, final takeaways, man. This week, I've hit an impasse. We're in the momentum stopped from doing the week 6. But still, we're not doing the feeder actions. And just today, like, there's this feeder action that I need to be aware of that I don't need to continue doing. Like, just being aware of it, and sharing it to other. If you don't have an accountability partner, just do it. And like focusing on the outbound, like the appointment flow, getting it rolling. And like, what we talked about with Rahul is that it doesn't matter if your product is good if you don't have clients to do it. And even if you don't know how you will fulfill it, it's better to do it when you have clients that wants to make this work for them. So I think I just need to put in the inputs. And like this thoughts, that I have, I just wanted to share this with you guys. And like, document this moment when I'm broke, and we're gonna look back on this exact live talking back with doing good. So yeah, so the upfront discrepancy, that's what I'm gonna do for the next calls that I'm gonna do. So it's gonna be upfront. I'm gonna offer the retainer, and then if no, then the upfront, and then if no, 50% of the upfront, and then if no, I still need that financial deposit right there and then. So I have this, negotiation tactics. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna see this, let's say a year from now, December 2026, and I'm gonna take a look at this and like laugh Because what we're doing so right now is so scrappy, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, like I said, it's just sticking to the plan, putting in the inputs and not being distracted, not going to the shiny objects. And like I should also take note that I don't need to learn everything. That's like the big thing. Like I don't want to go back to the consuming friends. I want to be on the producer. That's exactly why I am doing this right now. I want to produce. I want to build. I don't want to be you know, a person that is a freeloader, which I hate, to be honest. And like that's my life right now. So I'm changing it day by day. And yeah, we're like the comfort level that we took, we're putting in the pain points right now. We're catching up. And yeah, I'm excited, and at the same time, I just have to suck it up. So I think it's good that I did this and I got to talk to you guys about everything. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys on Monday. And I promise I'm gonna do the inputs. So I think that's it. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.